Hello, it's your boy Mr. CV. This is probably going to be my last recorded video for today. Um, Honestly, Arsenal, man. I want to talk about Arsenal, West Ham versus Arsenal versus West Ham. Arsenal losing 1-0. Miles Lewis Skelly again red carded, and honestly, I think that shattered Arsenal's Premier League title hopes, man. Let's be honest with you. Hammers Arsenal Premier League title hope. Honestly, I'm gonna do the player ratings, and honestly, very bad result for Arsenal. And if Liverpool wins today, honestly, I can't see Arsenal. Even if Liverpool don't win, I can't see Arsenal catching up because we just don't have the ammunition up front. We don't have the ammunition in the front line to be able to catch Liverpool, and we're just not strong enough. Did the board miss a chance by not signing a striker? Is it Arteta's fault for us not signing a striker? Because we had a lot of strikers and he let them go. Nketiah was there, Lacazette was there, Aubameyang was there. Who else was there? But he let them go. He didn't give them enough game time. So let me go into the player ratings, man. Honestly, bad results for Arsenal. David Villa, he was beaten by West Ham's only shot on target, but there was nothing he could do to keep the ball out, and produced Arsenal's highlight of the match by beating James Ward-Prowse in a foot race, and that was it. 6 out of 10 from him. It was not a bad day in office from him, just a bad day in office for Arsenal. Jurriën Timber tried to support Nwaneri with his runs, but there was no end product as well. It was just a okayish display from Jurriën Timber. Next one is Saliba. Did well with the threat of Kudus, but and he tried his best, Kudus, to try with Calafiori and Gabriel, but Saliba was okay. 6 out of 10. Gabriel Magalhaes, he was more unsettled than usual, and Bowen and Kudus consistently pressed and harassed him. Might have dealt with better Bowen's, could have probably dealt with Bowen's runs for the goal. Calafiori, below his high standards today. Lose his passing and gave too much room to Wan-Bissaka's for Bowen's goal. Paid the price as he was substituted 10 minutes after half time. Even Miles Lewis Kelly came on. Declan Rice, maybe the occasion got to him. He couldn't rise to the occasion. Shook off the abuse from the West Ham fans in the corner with a smile, but they would have loved it, especially he completely lost Bowen's run for that goal. Hooked off after 55 minutes, so he had a poor game today. Honestly, it's very rare to say that about Declan Rice. It was 4 out of 10. Thomas Partey mopped up well with West Ham looking dangerous, but did little. He couldn't affect the game going forward. So 6 out of 10. Martin Odegaard, our captain. We tried to rely on him today, but honestly, he was unreliable. Tried to rally the crowd, but they needed much more from their skipper as he struggled to unlock West Ham's stubborn defence. Honestly, when we need him more, sometimes I think Odegaard goes to sleep. He needs to wake up. But today I give him 5 out of 10. Attacking wise, Ethan Nwaneri tried his best to make things happen. Cut inside, dangerous, but West Ham did well and limit his influence on the game. West Ham defence was very stubborn. And what did we expect? That's what we expect. So over the years, Arsenal need to find a way to break down stubborn defences, because we really struggle with that. Mikel Merino made intelligent passes and forward runs, but he had little impact in front of goal, unlike last week. Obviously, it's not his position, so I'm not going to be too harsh on him. And he's only doing a job up front. But Arsenal are a big club enough to not just be players doing the job up front. We need players there that are always there. That's their position. The striker is their position. But honestly, 5 out of 10. Leandro Trossard wasted before he was finishing and wouldn't have lasted the 90 minutes had we had better options on the bench. That's the reason why a lot of these players, they're lucky to be playing 90 minutes, because a lot of them should not be playing 90 minutes as well. They're not good enough to play 90 minutes. But what options do they have? We've got players like Sterling on the bench. We've got We don't have options on the bench, so we don't have an option than to play them. Subs, Miles Lewis Kelly, man, honestly, came on for Calafiori in the 55th minute. Honestly, he was awful, man. A nightmare off the bench. Would have hoped the red card drama were over for the season after the Wolves debacle last year. But he was correctly, he went to VAR, and honestly, he was correctly given the red card. I don't think he has any complaints because he literally chopped down Kudus and he was the last man. So, Lewis Kelly, man. But honestly, he's still a young boy. I'm not going to get onto him too much. And he's had a very, very good season. He obviously just needs to take this out of this game. But honestly, he was poor. And I will give him 2 out of 10. And obviously, when he got red carded, he made things a lot more difficult for Arsenal. So we'll give him 2 out of 10. Zinchenko replaced right in the half of the midfield, but we couldn't do much. So I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Sterling didn't do anything meaningful. And eventually threw him on with 9 minutes left. Ben White came on. Very happy to see Ben White, especially after a long injury, but obviously couldn't really do much in the game. Arteta. This is the end of Arsenal's hope. Honestly, I think it is the end of Arsenal's hope. When I started this channel, this football channel, it was 3 years ago when Arsenal were literally about to win the Premier League. And I said, if Arsenal wins the Premier League, I'm going to start this football channel. Mate, I'm glad I started because I'm very, very happy I started the football channel. And I can express myself and share my thoughts on Arsenal's games, on the games in the Premier League, on the pre-match preview, pre-match analysis. But I think it's going to be a long time before Arsenal win this Premier League. I think I will give Arteta one more season, next season. If Arsenal doesn't do it, because if Slot wins the Premier League with Liverpool when he just came, obviously Liverpool have better attacking options. But if Slot wins the Premier League when he just came, then there's got to be a lot of pressure on Arteta. But Arteta needs to look at himself and need to ask himself, all that money he was spending on defenders, why didn't he spend it on strikers? Why couldn't we use that money to buy a quality striker? Anyways, it's your boy Mr. CV. Another day as an Arsenal fan, another heartbreak. Maybe I'm going to have to start sending my CVs to other clubs to support because Arsenal ain't it. But you know what? Win or lose, Arsenal is still in my heart. Arsenal is still my team. So keep watching your boy Mr. CV. Take care. And until next time, we hope for better results. Come on, you Gunners. Don't lose the faith.